Hello, welcome to Not So Awesome Review. Today we're looking at the Transformers Studio Series Decepticon Stinger from the Transformers Age of Extinction movie, also known as, I guess, Bumblebee's evil twin in that movie, though obviously in his alt mode he's nothing like Bumblebee. Um, Different car completely. Can't pronounce the name of this car. I did look it up earlier. Not even gonna bother because it's just I'm not a car guy, and yeah, it looks nice. I will say right now, the car itself, aesthetically, the way it is, it's pretty accurate to the movie, and it looks good. There are a few things on this one I feel like they cheaped out a little bit compared to Bumblebee, and I feel like that's mostly because Bumblebee is Bumblebee and this guy is just Stinger, and it's kind of like, oh well, he's not like a big character, so let's cheap out on this one. It feels like they did that with a few other characters, but one reason I say that is because if you look, his hubcaps are just pegs, whereas Bumblebee's, if I can get a shot here, are actual hubcap looking things. His, like I said, they're just pegs. You can see them. That kind of sucks. Not to mention he has like a scratch going on here on the back, and then it looks like they're splotching a paint there, and his head is definitely not painted accurately to the image on the box, which is probably the most annoying thing for me. I mean, don't get me wrong, this sucks. I don't like this. I don't know why it's all scratched up and stuff, but I do wish that they had at least gone the extra mile and painted the black on the head where it should be and not left it. But we'll get into that once we transform him. He does come with his weapons that you can attach to the bottom of the car right here, so you don't lose them. But if you don't want them, you can take them off. It's not really a problem at all. They are a little bit rubbery, so they won't really break on you too easily, hopefully. And even without them on, the wheels turn and everything, but it does feel like it's catching a little bit on the plastic piece right here because it doesn't want to go back too far. I've tried pushing it, doesn't really want to. But aside from that, detail wise, it looks nice. I do wish this was painted back here, probably, I don't know, black or something. Aside from that small detail right there, and I guess the back of it could be a little bit better. It's not bad. It's not, it's a $20 figure. You get what you expect, and yeah, I think alt mode, car mode, he is nice, and I like it. For 20 bucks, I like it. It's cool. Let's transform him and see if he still is cool transformed. So here he is, fully transformed, and you can see he does have that little diorama-esque display that comes in the box, which is, like I said before, it's cool, it's alright, it's not for me, but if you guys want to see the picture there, it's not bad. I'll say that, but the figure itself, sorry for that noise, the figure itself, he's, he's okay. Um, I don't really know what to say here because Bumblebee, I think, was an amazing, really good job. He had that waist rotation, his arms hinged, the paint on him looked good, and overall was a really nice figure. This one, comparing his head to the picture on the box, which I'll hold up right now, right here, so you guys can see, you know, the head here and here, you can tell this one's missing a whole lot of detail on it. I mean, it looks like it, but there's no black paint on it, so it doesn't look accurate. Not to mention, these little ear things look like it popped up a little bit more than they are on this one. Just a little thing I noticed right now. And another big thing, actually, his hands. They're like claw-esque on the picture art here and everything. On here, they did exactly what I complained about in yesterday's video. They gave him the door hands. And door hands, I don't know, look tacky and cheap and just feel like maybe they didn't put enough time on this. Now, I haven't been collecting too many Transformers lately, especially the movie ones. I don't know if this is a reuse of any kind of body or not. I believe I saw people arguing that on some other figures on forums when I was looking up to see what the next wave was going to have. So, reuse or not, I don't know, but I hate this. It feels cheap. I don't like it. Stop putting hands on the door, on the doors. It's not nice. Aside from that, in the missing paint, you can see two metal not springs, but like rivets right here on its chest, a metal screw there, and then two metal pieces right here. More, I'm guessing, rivet type things. And that's kind of disappointing because Bumblebee, although he had them and I didn't really talk about them, the reason I didn't talk about them is because you can't really see them. They're on his legs, but that's about it. You don't really see them anywhere else on his body. I'm sure they're there somewhere. I can't imagine he doesn't have more. You can see one on his foot right there. But this guy, you can definitely see where they are just with him standing here, and that kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie. It would be nice if it was covered up at least, but I guess I can understand the way he transforms is different. You have to. It's really complicated. This one annoyed me. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that it's hard, it's just figuring it out in the instructions. I maybe I'm just dumb now all of a sudden, but they don't seem to help. It's like you see 3 steps: turn this, turn this, and turn this. Then it tells you to turn something else, and I'm sitting there looking at it like, what are you telling me to turn? I don't understand. I did get it, obviously, but it is a little bit more complicated. You know, the way his body is, it's flipped around. It's a nice, unique kind of thing going on, and I do like it. He has like a curve here that kind of reminds me of the what was it, Bionicles, like the bad guys, the little round dudes. I don't know why this like shape here reminds me of it. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, they're kind of like it would be like that, and the body slings forward. Anyways, moving on from that, you can see he does have storage for his weapons up here, which is nice because usually when we get figures with these little spinning discs, they're just meant to hold it in their hand, and it looks tacky. I don't like it. But on here, I think it's cool, it's unique, and it makes it stand out a little bit more. You can see there is a lot of kind of missing gappage kind of going on back here, but it's not a bad design. There's no backpack or anything. I actually really like his design. I think he came out looking really nice. Now, like I said, he is missing a few things, but aesthetically, it's not a horrible looking piece detail wise. It is all there. The feet are painted red on the bottom of the legs that look really good, and a little bit on the chest. Though I really wish that red again was spread out throughout the entire figure. I think it would look so much better with that. I love the look with the tires right here hidden under the chest, and just makes it look, I don't know, different. Like they put in the effort to do that. Like the tires aren't back here or something. They actually designed it so the tires went under his head on his chest area. And I don't know. I really like that they did that. He does have the roof of his car on his arm right here. I don't know if that's something he did in the movie. I don't really remember the movie. I remember it standing there, but I don't really remember too much about the character in the movie. Well, because he didn't really last that long. Just saying. But aside from that, it's not bad. Articulation wise, he's what you would expect from a typical Transformer. He's nothing special, not like Bumblebee or anything. There is no waist or anything like that kind of swivel. His head can look up, can look down, can look left and right, and it can pivot side to side. So, head articulation, perfect. Nothing I would change there. His arm can go up about that high, which isn't bad at all. Can go down, can rotate basically all the way around. You can see I'm having issues keeping this piece down, but it's not a big problem. His elbow is just under 90 degrees, I would say, just slightly, and it does rotate side to side, but there is no hand movement here, which again, disappointing. I wish it moved. Leg wise, he can kick up, back, all the way around, basically go out all the way. His knee again does not do quite 90 degrees, and leg wise it can move back, and that's about it. There's no swivel, there's no forward, so you're getting the bare bones of articulation. It's kind of what I would more or less expect from a Transformer at around 15 to 20 bucks, I guess. So it's not a bad price. Aesthetically, he does look nice and everything. He's just missing that paint in the head. I wish that, instead of painting the legs, which although look really nice, that they had gone for the face. Though I guess I can see why they did it if this is molded in one color. Though it looks like they painted the black and the red. So maybe molded the legs red just to match the rest of the plastic, and then painted on the black, and then use the leftover money to paint the head again. That would have been nice of them. I think that would have looked a lot better. Anyways, let's move on to at couple size comparisons here. So here he is compared to the Bumblebee in both alt modes, and you can see that Bumblebee is actually slightly bigger, slightly taller, and slightly longer than Stinger here. So, you know, they're your size comparisons. I want to say that that's pretty accurate. I would assume it's accurate. I honestly don't know. But either way, they look fine next to each other. And here he is compared to Bumblebee, and you can see he is slightly taller, though this is the first original version of Bumblebee. I'm sure that once we get the updated one from later in the movie or the other movies, he probably will be around the same height, I'm guessing. And yeah, they look good together. I'm really, really liking this series. I mean, I know I'm talking a little bit of bad stuff to this one just because of the paint and all the little knickknacks and the fact that he doesn't have the greatest articulation, but it's still cool to see them together nonetheless. And just for a quick size comparison, you can see here Iron Man definitely stands taller, so much taller that you can't actually see the top of his head on the camera right now. I haven't adjusted it. It's more work that needs to be done, but yeah, you can see he is definitely a lot smaller, just in case you guys are wondering what size these guys are compared to your average 6-inch figure. Overall, I wouldn't say that he's a bad figure, but he is a basic figure. There's nothing super special about it, aside from the fact that he does, mold-wise and head-wise, look good, but paint-wise and articulation-wise, they definitely held back on this one. I don't know, maybe they used the money that they would have done to make this one on working on getting more detail done on Bumblebee and some of the other characters. But I had wished they put the same effort they did with Bumblebee on him because he definitely deserves it. I think he looks pretty cool. I really like the unique way he transforms, where he's just, it's different. It's not a straight transformation. It's not a backpack. It's nothing like that. It's a really cool looking figure with some pretty annoying flaws that they're guilty of doing before. Like I said, the door hands I'm not a fan of, never have been, never will be. The paint on the face, I really wish they had, done that. And yeah, overall, would I recommend him? Yeah, if you don't have the figure already, go ahead. I don't have another one of this guy to compare to, but I would assume that he probably looks better than the other ones because it looks like that's what's at least happening, is that these guys look better than their counterparts of, years past. So he might be worth the upgrade, but don't expect anything amazing like we had with Bumblebee. But anyways, that is my review for the Transformers Studios series Stinger. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, comment down below, like button, subscribe, and all that cool stuff. And I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.